Hello everyone, my name is Cyrus Shackle with Top Line Results, and today we're going to be taking a look at how to view email send specific ClickDimensions information in Dynamics 365's unified interface. So we're going to take a look at how we can pick a specific email send and view the information about how our customers have interacted with it, how they've responded to those emails, and some other analytics about that particular email send so that we can improve our interactions with our customers in the future. To begin with, let's go ahead and open the ClickDimensions application. I do want to highlight that you don't necessarily need to be in the ClickDimensions application to access this information. If you have the ClickDimensions email send entity somewhere in your sitemap, you'll have access to the sent information. So check around your sitemap and look for the ClickDimensions email send entity. If you don't have access to this entity, it may be because you don't have permissions to it. So if you think that you should have access to this, check with your site administrator on how you should access this information. Now that I've clicked on the Sent Email entity, I can see some of my recent email sends. I'm going to go ahead and choose my Customer Deal Notification email send, and let's see what kind of information I can view about that email. Right when I open it up, you can see that I have access to some basic information. I can see how many emails were sent, how many were delivered, and how many bounced, as well as being able to view my total and unique opens, my total and unique clicks, and any unsubscribes or times that my email went to spam. I can also view any web visits that might have been generated from this email send. Below this email section, I'm able to see a graphical representation of my email send information. So I can see how many were listed and how many were excluded. If I want to, I can even see who I excluded from this particular email send. I can see a very nice graphical breakdown of how my email interacted. I can see that a third interacted, a third bounced, and that I had no unsubscribes on this particular email. I can also see my total and unique click rate and open rate as represented by this circle graph. Under deliverability, I can also see if the emails that bounced were hard bounces or soft bounces. And you'll notice that right below that, if I had performed a split test, I would be able to see some metrics that are related to the ClickDimensions split test. If I continue below this graphical representation, I get some more lists. I can see all the recipients that were sent to, so I can see a list of my 9 recipients, as well as being able to see how each individual recipient reacted and responded to my email. Under my email events section, I can see my email events that were generated from this email. So I can see who opened it and clicked it, as well as what URL was clicked. Under the excluded section, I can see any emails that were excluded from this email send, as well as being able to analyze the reason why they were excluded. In this case, she was unsubscribed. Under connections and conversions, I'm able to see other information related to this email send, such as visits generated, forms submitted, and surveys submitted from this email send. I also have access to some ClickDimensions information that will let me analyze this email send. If I come up here to the top ribbon and I click on Email Statistics, I'm able to see some other ClickDimensions related information that helps me analyze how my email was received. On the Overview tab, I'm able to see that same graphic I was able to view in Dynamics that gives me that general breakdown of my interactions, clicks, opens, deliverability, and any split test information I may have had. Under the Email Clients tab, I'm able to see a breakdown of how my email is being opened by the user, either through their email client or their desktop versus mobile situation. This lets me see how they're interacting with it so I can further gear my email towards those kinds of users. Under the Conversions tab, I'm able to see if my email generated any conversions, such as visits, form submissions, or survey submissions, as well as any increase in my overall web activity. This lets me see how my email is impacting my users' interactions with the other areas of my business. Under this Click Report tab, I'm able to see a breakdown of how the different links in my email have been clicked on. So I can see that if I have several links, I can see the distribution of clicks and determine what emails are being clicked and how many times. Under my Recipients tab, I'm able to get a person-by-person breakdown of how recipients have been interacting with my email. If I do click on one of their clicks, I'm also able to see what particular URLs they clicked on so that I can further determine how each individual user has been interacting with that email. Under my click heat map, I'm able to see a heat map breakdown of how my email has been clicked on. So here I can see that my call to action button has had 100% of the click shares for this email. If I had multiple different clicks on my email, I could see the distribution, so I could determine what URLs and what buttons are really effective on this email send, and I can adapt future emails to incorporate that. Under the social shares section, I'm able to see how my email has been impacting our social media, such as Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn shares. This lets me see if my email is having any kind of social media impact. So now let's review how we took a look at the ClickDimensions specific information. First, we came to the Sent Emails entity within our sitemap, and we chose a specific email send to view the information for. On the Email Statistics tab, we're able to view these email statistics that are brought in Dynamics 365. And from here, we can take a look at some of the information related to that email send. To view even more advanced information, we can click on the Email Statistics tab in the top ribbon and view some ClickDimensions related email statistics based off of this email send. So I hope this video has helped you feel a little more comfortable with working with ClickDimensions in Dynamics 365's new unified interface and viewing email-specific ClickDimensions information. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.